Hello ladies, how are you? Mia Praught here. I'm a Canadian singer-songwriter living in Chile, but actually I'm now in Canada. I've decided to come home for a little bit of warmth, a little bit of summer weather. It was getting pretty cold over there, not like Canadian winters, but still pretty cold when you're not used to it anymore. Anyway, we've been talking a lot about healing through our voices and also writing through music. And this has been, I've been going, step by step, very beginner. So let's just start off with a vocal warm-up. Now this is a nice way also to relax. It's going to help our vocal cords. I hadn't made a video for a while because all of us ended up getting sick, my whole family. So it was like one after the other. So anyway, we got healthy and came to Canada. So sometimes even if you've had a cold or COVID, you've got some vocal cord issues, maybe a little bit of extra phlegm from time to time. It's never a good idea to be like, we feel like doing it. It does help temporarily, but it's not good for your vocal cords. Also, you could have some strain or a little bit of vocal cord damage from a lot of coughing, if that's another thing that happened while you were sick. So these exercises are really good for that too, when you're getting back to, if you've been sick, or in many cases, if you've had COVID and you're getting back to being normal again. This is a nice way to relax, combining, your voice with breathing. So here we go. Let's start taking a deep breath and letting as much air into your belly as possible. What we want to do is control that air. So once you get your diaphragm full of air, we want to blow it out slowly and just be in control. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, breathe in and slowly blow it out. Good. Now, when you're by yourself, you might want to do that a few times. So now we're going to breathe in, and then instead of blowing out, we're going to hum like a So here we go. On the count of 3, we're going to breathe in, and then we're going to hum as we blow out. Now that is a really nice massage for your vocal cords. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, breathe in and breathe out with your hum. So you're in control of the air, and you're giving your vocal cords and even your chest a little bit of a massage there, and it's nice. It's relaxing actually. So now we're going to try to breathe in, and we're going to sing a note out rather than humming. We're going to breathe in and we're going to sing ah. So don't worry about making it a vibrato. We don't want it to be a heavy note, like a ah, nothing like that. We want it to just be very gentle, very soft. We want to hear the note, sing it out, but nothing too strenuous, okay? But focus more on the air in your diaphragm than the sound. So don't worry if it doesn't sound beautiful or anything like that. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to just be a nice refresher, warm up for your vocal cords. So here we go. On the count of 3, we're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And Good. Now I still feel it when I breathe out. I still feel that there's some congestion that I never got rid of, but it's good because I feel like it kind of it helps all of this. So try doing that a few times if you have any if you feel like the urge to be going. Try your best not to do that. I know it's an automatic thing that everybody does, but it's really not good for your voice. So as we talked about before, I was explaining to you some basic chords, like this is like very beginner. I did the 3, not a full C, but a 3-string C on a guitar, which if you've been following, which you remember is, so you go, there you got your 6 strings, take your first finger, number 1, and put it here, and just play your bottom 3. That's a 3-string C. So remember, when you're playing it, try not to be like, and play the whole guitar, all 6 strings, because then it just sounds like that. And I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead, and you want to rock out and just go ahead. But if you want to actually have it sound like a nice chord, just your bottom 3 strings. So remember, we did the talking about writing. The thing is, when it comes to singing, as long as you've got your vocal cords warmed up, everybody has their own unique voice. So don't ever try to sound like anybody else. Enjoy your own voice. Use it in a healthy way, and you can make a beautiful song. It doesn't matter what your voice is like. So don't get too fixated on that. Just make sure you're using it in a healthy way and have fun with it. So like we talked about before, that one sentence with a 3-string chord. Remember in the past we did the walk through the door, walk through the door. Well, you can do a lot just with your C chord. But now I'm going to teach you another 3-string chord. So if you're still a beginner at guitar and you don't want to get into big chords using more than 1 finger, let's go to the next. We're going to do a 3-string G chord. So before I explained that these spaces here, they're frets. So we're going to go to the 3rd fret. So count it 1, 2, 3, and we're going to use finger number 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's your ring finger, and you're going to go to the very bottom high string here, and that's your 3-string G. If you want to play full G, you need to use 4 fingers, but let's go with this. So just use the bottom 3 strings as the same as with the C. You could do that if you wanted to do, if you want to have fun and just rock out and, talk about, let it all go or whatever, that's fine too. But if you want to, so you can start with your 3-string C. Doesn't have to be walk through the door. It could be anything you want, anything, what happened today, if you had a good day or a bad day. The thing is, the fun thing with these melodies or with these chords is there's so many melodies you could create with just 2 chords. You can do a whole song with 2 chords. You can do the whole verse in the C, like and just strum it like this. Don't have to worry about getting any strumming techniques, nothing like that. You can just strum with your thumb down. This isn't about becoming a guitar hero at this moment. This is about writing something. So just use your thumb and don't worry about using a guitar pick or anything like that. This is just about relaxing, using your voice, using your mind, and having fun. So I'll use walk through the door because I've been using that sentence the whole time. So I'm going to create a melody just going, I walked through the door, I walked through the door, I walked through the door, oh, I walked through the door. Then you could change, so you can say whatever you want there, obviously. And then imagine changing to the G. I walked through, I walked through, I walked through, I walked through. Oh, and back to C. Walked through the door. Now you can play around with just those 2 chords and changing, changing the melody into anything you want. Like for example, just doing C, you heard me do walk through the door, la 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 la. You could do that too. Just play with your voice and see what your voice can do. But that same chord, just the 3-string C, is also 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice, see how they run, see how, so you can do, so as you can see with that chord, you can make it sound, you can, even if you want to strum it really fast, you could be, I walk through the door and I don't want no more, yeah, walk through the door and I don't want no more, and then change to G. So that's what I mean, depending on how the tempo, depending on the lyrics, I mean, you could do so much with just those 2 chords. So what I hope you can do is just play around with those, especially if you're not somebody who normally plays any instruments and you have a guitar sitting around. Play around at home, and even if you don't want to write lyrics, play around with just melodies and using your voice. Just using your you know, do some breathing exercises. You can even breathe in and use the breathing exercises. And then go to G. Then back to C. Into G. So if you don't want to write lyrics, you're not ready for that, have fun with your voice. Really, it's a tool you can use to relax and to be creative. And that's the whole idea of this. So I hope I could give you a little bit of an idea. I hope you have fun. I hope you're having an amazing weekend, an amazing summer. I can tell you, I am so excited to be in Canada for the first time in over 3 years. And yeah, enjoy yourself. Nice to see you again, and see you soon.